Hey everyone, what's going on? This is Dalton at Daltonians TF Reviews, or as you've probably seen by now, it's just showing up as Daltonians TFs. And today we're going to take a look at a pretty cool Generations figure in my opinion, and it's going to be used for this year's box set. We've already taken a look at Cyclonus, who's going to be used as Ferric, so why don't we take a look at Scourge, who's going to be used for the mold of DevCon, just repainted in mostly blue and red, which, as you probably heard by now, is, probably for me or Dakota, is kind of a waste of a repaint, especially when you're taking a white and blue figure and just switching the colors around, replacing the white with red, and doing a slavish head that doesn't even... I'm not going to get into it, but today we're looking at Scourge, and that's all there is to it. But not a bad, a little kind of flying wing kind of concept passenger plane. In my opinion, it makes a little bit more realistic sense than a flying hovercraft, because that's what the original Scourge was one of those hovercraft boats, and he would fly. Okay, let's get back. But kind of see here, you got 3 thrusters at the back and the typical Scourge thing. I'll show that in a minute. Nice painted black windows. Would have been nice to get maybe just a little bit of paint on these windows here. Just all this molded detail in here. It's really good. A nice purple Decepticon symbol there with silver on the back. You've got landing gear molded in here and back here. So yeah, not bad. Doesn't do anything, it just sits there. But you can do the age-old G1 Scourge from the animated movies. Just get his head popped out here, or just do it like that. Let's go ahead and get these folded up and get them transformed. Let's go ahead and open these so we can get the weapons out. Now I should be doing this robot mode, but I just figure go ahead and do it now and get it out of the way. So let's unpeg the wings. Bring these little inner white sections away from the figure. Popping that up like that. Come down here, pop this panel up. Separate what will be the legs. Straighten them out. Rotate them back like that. Take the nose cone of the plane, push it back. Reveal the foot. Same on this other side. Then you want to just bring this panel down, just like that. And with this wing section, just bring it down to here. Rotate this piece up and around. Pop his chest up, but don't. And it'll tab just right into there. Just like that. You want to rotate the waist around. Bring up these pieces just like that. What's really cool is you'll rotate this around, pull this out, rotate it around, push it back in. I always dug that little transformation in the arms, turning them from jet engines to arms and shoulders of Scourge. Want to come back here. We've got 2 little tabs right here and 2 little slots right there. And then this engine will go right into the section right here. Just camera up a little bit. And with this, I'm going to rotate it here like this. Bring this little swivel out, and that'll straighten out his wings. On mine, one of these is really tight and tends to make the wing just pop off, and it's a pain in the butt to get back on. So I'm going to try and do this. There we go. And you want to open these, And this is on a double hinge, so you want to bring this way, bring it out like that. Same on the other side, up this way, out and out. And there you've got his, and angle these down if you haven't already. You just slide out his hands on this little slider right here, rotate them, slide, rotate. Then just pop his head up the rest of the way. There we go. Make sure his wings are all straightened out. It's really hard to pose because he's a little bit back heavy and his hips are really weak. But there you've got Scourge in his robot mode, and honestly it really evokes the G1 show and toy, well, not really the toy, but G1 show counterpart really well. And just get him to stand. I had him. You guys saw I had him. And he just wants to fall all over himself, which is one thing I'm afraid of with DevCon. The box says that he's going to have these really loose legs due to mold degradation when this mold already has loose legs. There you go, you got Scourge in his robot mode, and his head just drooped down. Ball joint back there is really loose. As you can see, he's not bad looking. I love this shade of blue, especially for a Decepticon. You've got some of that kind of rusted red here on his knees, on his fingernails. Got some nice gunmetal grain through here and here. Kind of a darker blue plastic right in here, kind of almost purple. Got some good light piping on him. If I can. It's not bad. I have to get a little light here sometime. But not too bad looking. Now, as for weapons, you've got this right here. Just unfold the barrel. You got a little rifle. Then you can take this. It's got the little 3mm clip system, and it just clips right onto there. And there you've got a two-piece gun that looks pretty much like Fracas. I don't see why they couldn't have included Fracas instead of this, but what are you gonna do? It doesn't fit bad in there. It just looks a little awkward from this angle because you got all that space where his thumb and his fingers are at a tiered. It's good on articulation. His head is on a ball joint. Look up, down. It doesn't go left, right, but pretty much up, down, and all around. He's got a swivel here at the shoulder, up and down, 360. Up and down at this hinge. Rotates at the elbow, 360. Bends 90 degrees at the elbow. He's got 360 waist articulation. He's got a ball joint at his hip. Rotates at the thigh. He's got a double jointed knee, but I don't see why you'd want to move his knee like that. So just single joint. Then ball jointed feet. So again, for Scourge, it's not a bad mold. I mean, it really works for Scourge. And just get two more of these, and the United version, there you've got Scourge in the sweeps. Because the Takara one looks better as a plain Scourge, and then these can be, yeah. But then you can also take this, rotate it down, and peg it into his hand, and he's also got the same thing here on the bottom of the wings. Don't know why my lighting's acting all weird. There we go. So right there. And you can even take this little gun, so I can get it out of his hand, and just folded up, revealing that clip, and you can clip it onto his head, so he can shoot you just by looking at you. Oh, that's weird. Let's go ahead and put it back on his gun. But, you know, I'd have to see DevCon in hand before I can make any final judgments on him, and you'll be able to see those judgments in my review on him, either at or after BotCon, so just look forward to that here within the next couple of weeks, because it's only 2 weeks away at the time of this recording. So that's it. This has been Dalton at Daltonians TF Reviews or Daltonians TFs, and you can follow me on Twitter at Daltonians TFs95, and that's pretty much it. See you guys in my next video, which should be sometime later today if I get Rampage in. So again, that might be uploaded here later today. So see you guys then.